on microphone. Okay, we're gonna record right from number 13. Okay, number 1 to 12 is easy one. Okay, all right, number 13. Sorry about this one. Okay, I forgot to open microphone. All right, number 13. Yeah, population density in Iceland in people per square kilometer. Population density is a number of people over area, right? That is the population per kilometer, okay? Per square kilometer square, and how many people are there, okay? That is density. All right, that is 2014, and 1990 is what, 2.5. I will write down 1990. The density is what, 2.5, and 2014 is what, 3.5. In 1 kilometer over here, there are 2.1 people, 2 people, and half of people. They live this one in 1 kilometer square. That is the density. But the next one is what, 3.3. Okay. 1, 2, and 3, and half of this one increased. That's right. But they're asking you to find what? How many peoples? Okay, what population increased? Maybe you can check out the population increased. Okay, so this is a given. The land area is what? 100,250 kilometers square, right? Maybe 1990, each kilometer is what, 2.5. So maybe you can do 1990 or 2.5 times 250. That is the number of population in the land. 2014 is what, each kilometer is 3.3 people. So multiply the area, it's going to be what, total number of population in the area. So we're gonna find the area, right? The difference. Or you can find difference from here too. Each 1 kilometer, square kilometers, the difference is a 0.8, right? After that, you multiply 10,250. It's gonna have the same numbers. I'm gonna this is only what, 80 person numbers. 0.8 times 180, right? So this one only 80 numbers. Or you can use your calculator. It's gonna have the same numbers. Okay, you can use this one or this one. Okay, using their difference. That is the population. Number 14. What is the equivalent? This is a square root. You can make separate. X plus 4 over square root x minus 1 square. And this is index number 2, right? Square root. When you have a square, it's going to be equals to what? X minus 1. Because when x is greater than 1, right? If x is greater than 1, x minus 1 square equals to positive x minus 1. If x is not greater, x can be negative, okay, positive, it doesn't matter. Not restricted. So generally this one is what? No restriction. It can be negative number too. At this time, x minus square must be absolute value x minus 1. That is the difference. Okay, because this is a principal square root, always positive. That is okay? Alright, always positive. Even inside the number is negative. Negative 3 squared. That is not negative 3. This is wrong. Okay, some teachers, they use this one, but that is totally wrong. Okay, because negative 3 squared is 9. Square root 9 is 3, okay? Because negative 3, this is square root. Always what? Absolute value, okay? 3 is the correct one. But in this case, this is x is greater than 1, you can go this one. We don't need the absolute value, okay? Because x is greater than 1, it's already positive inside the absolute. So x minus 1 over x plus 4, okay? You cannot separate this one. So choice A is the answer. Oh no, choice A. Choice C is the answer, okay? Totally wrong over here, okay? This is not x plus red 4, okay? This is wrong. Alright, number 16. So we're going to find out, let me see, in this scatter plot, the graph of which of the following equations is aligned. No, best fit. Approximately. Okay, it can be around over here, right? Okay, anyway, the first one, when you make around over here, it can be negative, maybe possible negative. Okay. Okay, anyway. It can be negative. But that's a negative 3.3, okay, that's too low over here, right? I think this is not correct. Okay, that's not correct. So, through over here. Anyway, through the point, it can be negative, right? But this is very close, we can consider this one, okay? So after that, you can choose any point, okay? Or you can choose 2 point to find the slope, it doesn't matter. Maybe you can use 2 point, okay, this 1 point, I'm gonna this one 2 point, very close. This is what changing y is 2, right? I'm sorry, 14 minus 10 is 4 here. This one is changing 1. It's okay? So what's the slope over here? 4 over 1 is what? Around the 4, right? This is the best one. That's right. Okay. So, 0.02 is too small. Or you can plug in some number over here. You can use this one. When x is 3, y is around 10, okay? When x equals 3, y should be around 10. So put this number 3 there. This is 3. 2.4 plus 3, right? 3.82 times 3 is what? 2.4 plus 3 point is only what? 5 point. That's too much away from here. That is not correct. This is also not correct. More. This one is when x equals 3, 9.9 plus 0.82, very close to what the number 10 over here, okay? You can use the point. There are two choices. Use a point to make sure they are correct, okay? They are equals, or you can find the slope using 2 point directly, okay? Slope is around what? 4 here, right? But this is the best answer, okay? It can be 0.82, right? Okay. Now move on number 60. You have another graph over here. A distance traveled at legal speed. Okay, that is time. 1 hour they travel this much around what is that? 40. But this guy's around what? 80. That's right. Okay, so that's the speed, right? Speed is what? Distance over time, because we use the 1 hour, that is speed. This is 40 miles per hour. This is 80 miles per hour, something like that. But 1, 2, 3, it traveled what? 240, but 3 hours. Speed is how much? This guy's speed is how much? 80 miles per hour, right? This guy's is how much? Half of this one is I think 120, right? This is 120 over here. 80 plus 160 divided by 2 is 120, but this is for 3 hours. 120 divided by 3 hours is 40 miles per hour. Okay, during over here, what is the t? T is what? In t hours, if a driver of, okay, the minimum t hours. Okay. this is wrong, right? What? Oh, okay. We got this is wrong. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Speed, distance. Okay. All right. Okay, the distance is what 240, right? Between 120. It is okay. 240. How to get 240? 80 times 3 hours. It's okay. So what is the equation over here? This is distance. This is slope is how much? 80, right? This is time. What is the equation this one? D equals what is that? 80 times 3, right? 80 times t, that's the equations. Okay, this one is the slope is 40. Distance is what? 40 times t. That is okay? Right, the d is what? From here to here, okay? The numbers. Okay, any numbers here to here. When t is 2, okay, you can put this number 2 there, 160 and 80. 80 and 160. When t is 1, that is 40 and 80. Okay, so the distance is between these numbers. Distance is what is there? Greater than or equals to 40 t, but less than equals to 48. I think this is better, right? The difference is what is there? Greater than or equals to 40t and but less than equals to 80t. That is more better, much better, right? But this is fine too. The number 17 there. Which of the following equal to this one? X squared, y squared, and another square there. Power over power. In terms of what? A and B. So that means we replace with the A and B, right? X squared is A. X squared is A plus B. Where is the y squared? Y squared, we're going to make a right parenthesis there. A plus C. That is y squared. And another square. A plus B minus A minus C. H cancelled out. Inside the parenthesis, we got only B minus C squared. You know that, right? How to expand this one? B squared minus 2 times CA or 2 times BC and plus C squared, okay? Diagonal A, okay? Alright, number 18. Which of the following represent the result of increasing the quantity X by 9%? X times increase, that's the formula, right? 1 plus from X 0.09. Okay, that is increased one. Because you know that, right? X plus 9% of this is a 0.09x. But this is X is common, right? X is out, inside is about 1.09. That's the formula, okay? From this original, this is what increase the portion, which is the rate. So, which is the answer? 1.09 and X is the answer, okay? Choice A is the answer. That is a box plot, okay? But its exact name is a box and Fisker, okay? Box and Fisker. But just simply, right, we said box plot. Okay, that shows the distribution of data set that consists of total number of data is just 60 values, 60 data there, 60 data. Okay, where no two data values are set, they are all different, distinct numbers. What percent of values in the data set are greater than 80? 80 is over here. But this is box plot is what is there. 1% of data plus over here, another 1% over here, another 1% over here, another 1% over here. That's right. That's our definition. So this number is median. This number is what? first quartile, this is a third quartile. So when you have right data over here, we exactly divided by 4 equal data, okay? 4 equal data. This is the median, this is the first quartile, that's the third quartile. Okay? So gradient happen quarter and curve, that is 50%. Okay, exactly half of data placed on here to the right hand side of a median. Okay, 50%. Less than 60, 25% of data over here. Another 25% between first quartile and the median. Another 25% between median and the third quartile. Another is after that third quartile to the maximum. Okay, another 25% of data is in there. Okay, this is the box plot. Okay, the middle line is median. Okay. Number 20, we just finished right the same common factor. Okay, this is common factor by this one. Okay, oh, this is almost same, right? This is K. This is a K. All right, now we got what? K plus 2 equals 3K. 2K equals 2. Minus K minus K. 1 is divided by 2, K equals to 1. That's the answer. This is a K. Or you can find the value of X. Okay, expand this one. Maybe you can solve this one. 1/3 of X plus 1/4 and plus 2 equals 3 times 1/3 is what? X. Okay, and 1/4 times 3 is what? 3/4. Okay, so you can move this one to the other side. 1/3 of X minus 1/3 of X minus 1/3 of X. You got what? 2/3 of X. After that, this one is about 1/4 plus 2, and we move this one to the left, negative 3/4, right? Negative 3/4. Okay? By takes time, right? Because what? This is a 4/1. 1 plus 2 times 4 is 8. 2 is about 8/4, that is minus 3. Actually, it's about 5/4. 9 minus 6 is about 6, right? 9 minus 3 is 6/4. 3/2 equals what? 2/3x. After that, you multiply to reciprocal. 3/2, 3/2. No, 2/3, right? 3/2, 3/2. Just give me a minute. Okay, divided by 2/3. Divided by 2/3, okay? It's gonna be same numbers, x equals 1. But it takes time, okay? You better use this substitution method, okay? The number 21, a certain college had 33,000 students enrolled in 2015. That's the initial value at 2015. There are 3,000 students enrolled. The college predicts that after 2015, the number of students enrolled in each year will be increased by 2%, less than the number before. The decreased by 2%. That's the rate. Decreased is what is it? From here, decrease 2 points. That is always what? Geometric, right? Which is exponential function. Exponential decay every year. Okay, they use the x. Okay, number of years is x. That's it. Okay, which one is the first one? This one, right? This is wrong, right? Initially it's 3,000, but this is not decreased by 95.8%. Not decreased by 2%. That's the answer. Okay, 21 is correct. Okay, we're gonna have a 7 minutes break. Okay, so right now, what time is it? Okay, 11:23. So come back here 11:30. Okay, so we resume our class at 11:30 sharp. Okay, take some break, take some water, and go to bathroom. Okay. Number 22. So we have one of the equations, 2x plus 6y equals 10. Actually, this one looks like this one. 6y equals negative 2x plus 10. When you divide by 6, y equals negative 2 over 6 is about negative 1 over 3x, and plus 10 over 6 is 5 over 3. Look like this one. Y-intercept is 5 over 3. Slope is a negative number, okay? The system has no solutions means what? No solution. If they are parallel but different y-intercept, there are no solutions. No solution means there are no intersection. There is no intersection. Okay, maybe you can try to find this one. First one, how can you find they are parallel? When you have this one, you can easily find because they are all expressed in standard form. 2x 6y equals 10. When you divide by 2, x plus 3y equals to 5. This one is exactly the same equations, right? But when you divide by 2 at the same rate, this is already parallel, but also this is divided by 2 also equals to 5 means what? These two lines exactly equals. In this case, they have what? Infinitely many solutions. But if we change this form, not divided by 2, something else, different numbers from 5, maybe 6 or any numbers, 10 or 20 or negative 20, doesn't matter. That means what? Different y-intercept. Same slope, but this one is a coincident. Alright, they are overlap, infinite many solutions, infinite solutions there. But it's the same slope, but different numbers over here. That is not divided by 2, which is what? Negative 20, totally different. Not equals to 5, okay? This one is infinite solution. This one is no solutions. They are parallel but different y-intercept. Okay, all this one is not parallel, okay? Only these two are parallel. So choice B is the answer, okay? Choice A is why infinite solutions, because the lines are same, okay? The number 23, we have expressed the letter H, okay, in terms of other letters. These are literal equations. H, where is the H? H is inside of here. They are hiding inside H. We take them out. H equals, okay? So already we take care of what? The letter far away from the X. T is the first. How can you eliminate T? All other except the H, you can move all other way to the left, okay? That's the way you express H. So minus T. So first one you can check minus T. D minus T equals negative 9 over 25. 100 minus H. That's it. Second one, we take care of this one. How? Make it 1, okay? Minus, multiply minus 1. It's a reciprocal. Negative 25 over 9. So we have to multiply negative 25 over 9 both sides. Negative 25 over 9. That is 1 reciprocal, 1, right? Now we got, I'm going to write this first. 100 minus H equals negative 25 over 9 and D minus T. That's the second step. Now the next one we take care of this one. 100 minus 100, okay? Minus 100. So we got the negative H is minus 100. Now how can you find the H? Times negative 1. Okay, we take care of this one. Very close to X. Times negative 1, now you got this. H equals times negative 1 is a positive. 25 over 9 D minus T times negative 1 over here positive 100. That's the answer. So which one is equivalent to this one? D minus T plus 100, right? Our choice A is the answer, okay? Already we take care of that. The number or variables, okay, far away from the letter, okay? Try number 24 over there. An object kinetic energy in joules, that is physics, okay? Product energy, kinetic energy, you can use E equals 1/2 of this one. Right? Product mass, okay? 1/2 of this one, and the mass, and square of speed, v squared, that's the equations. mv squared times 1/2, that is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is what? Motion energy, okay? When they move, okay? When they move. What is the speed in meters per second of an object with a mass? M equals to what? 4 kilometers, and kinetic energy is 18 joules. Okay? Right. When you make over here 1 kilometer times speed is a meter per second and square, okay? This is actually how much? 1 kilogram meter square and the second square, okay? This is we said what 1 joules. By the way, it doesn't matter, that is 1 joules already, 18 joules, okay? Alright, so 1/2, I'm going to 1/2 times m is 4, we need to find the b square, speed, okay? So this is 2, after you can divide by 2 both sides, so 19 divided by 2 equals 9, this is out, we got the only squared of b, the b equals positive, right? Not negative speed. So 3 is the answer, okay? 3 kilometers per second. Actually, the unit is what? 3 kilometers per second. I'm sorry, 3 meters per second, okay? Number 25. Alvin and Becky attend the same school. Alvin lives 7 miles from the school and Becky lives 13 miles from the school. This is a school over here. Distance in miles between Alvin's house and Becky's house is D. Which of the following represent all possible value of D? Here's the score. Marvin lives is 7. Where is this side 7? This side 7. This side 7. This side 7. Yes, it's gonna be forms what? A circle, right? That's the radius of here to here is 7. I'm gonna use the point of here. Score is a point. 7 miles away. You can be here, here, anywhere. We don't know which side. That's all possible. But what about Becky? 13 miles away, a little far away compared to Alvin. 13 miles over here. 30 miles. They live up here. But they're gonna find what distance between these two homes. Okay? Between these two house distance is what is that? If they have a opposite direction, if Becky's live is over here, Alvin's live over here, they're gonna have a maximum distance. Right? It's okay? From here to here just 13. From here to here just 7. Total distance is about 20. That is the maximum, it's 20 over here. Where is the minimum distance? If they lived in the same direction. Okay, I will live over here. Very close. This 13, this 7, their difference only is 6, right? 13 minus 7 is just 6. Okay? That's the answer. Minimum distance will be 6. Maximum distance is 20. Okay? That's the number 25. Number 26. The line K is defined x plus y equals 0. And J is perpendicular. X equals y equals 0 is what? The y equals, actually this line equation, y equals negative x. That's the negative slope of it, okay? Okay, perpendicular line to this one. Slope is negative 1. Perpendicular is what? maybe some over here perpendicular line. If we have this line perpendicular, any perpendicular, right? Slope is negative is simply equal to 1 over here, right? Negative 1 over negative 1 is positive 1, alright? Perpendicular line is a slope of 1 there. But this one pass through the one 0 and 3, 0 and 3 at this point. Still slope is 1, but 0 and 3 over here, okay? Y-intercept is 3. What is the equation of this line F? Y equals 1x plus 3. That's it. But they're asking you in standard form. This is standard form, right? So x is over here. We're gonna move y to the right. X minus y equals minus y, okay? Minus 3 is negative 3. So x minus y equals negative 3. That is a standard form. So I'm gonna explain about standard form one more times. Standard form, general form is look like this one. Ax plus by equals to c. That's the standard form of the line. Okay, but there's a rule there. Coefficient a, coefficient b, and constant c must be integer. It can be fraction, but especially a should be positive integer. I'm gonna write that. A must be positive and also integer. That's it. Minus plus y equals 5. That is not standard form. Coefficient x and y constant, they are integer, but still coefficient of x is a negative number. That is not standard form. It should be positive. So times negative 1, x minus y and minus y. That is a standard form. Another one over here. If you got this one, 1 over 2x minus 3y equals to 5. That is not standard form. Because coefficient 1 over x is 1 over 2 is not integers. Right? So you multiply by 2. Times 2 times both sides. X minus 6y equals 50. That is a standard form. Okay? But you're going to memorize this one. Standard form of the linear of the line. Always the coefficient of x and constant must be an integers, especially a is positive. Okay? So choice D is the answer. The number 26. Okay, this is a very weird question. It's a margin of error, right? Margin, what is the margin of error? We have a population over here. A lot. This is we said populations. So we're gonna find some data. Okay, to find this, for example, we're gonna find the mean value. Okay, this is population too big. We're gonna use a sample over here. Take a sample. Okay, I'm gonna put it together sample, all together over here, sample. Using these samples, we can find what? Some mean or some probability. This we said what? Sample probability. We can use a cap over here, okay? But we use the sample probability. We can say if we have a sample probability, if they like ice cream, out of all this one, we cannot check all population that is too big. Okay, that is 5,000, 6,000 people there. We cannot ask them, all right, individually. That takes time and takes what? A lot of expense. That's why we choose 100 people there. So they're asking you the 100 people, okay, how many people they like ice cream? That is a questionnaire, do you like ice cream? They said 50 people they like ice cream, 0.5%. So this proportion is 1/2. We got the one data over here. The probability 50% of this 100 people they like ice cream. But we can apply this one to the entire people. Entire people is 5,000. Maybe we can say we can predict not exactly 1/2, right? We just predict half of this 5,000 they will like ice cream. Okay, but this one is only for the 100. Okay, there must be some error there, right? Some error. Usually we use 95% convinced to make sure 95% this error has some errors, have some plus or minus some error over here, right? This is called a margin of error. Maybe 50%, so 95 convinced maybe plus minus 5%. So toward the minus 5%, the 45% to around the 55%, not exactly 50%. So this is the margin of error. If you get more people's margin of error is getting decreased. If you choose all 5,000, that is not sample, right? This is kind of a census. We ask 5,000 people. Okay, we got all errors. That's a margin of error 0%. Out. This is exact numbers. Okay, because that's a sample. That's why there is always a margin of error. The idea is what? It's a sample size. This number is a sample size. Getting increased 200, 300, 400. Always margin of error is what? Decreased. Finally, if we're asking to the entire population, margin of error now finally equal to 0. This is the equation of margin of error. Margin of error can be obtained approximately, okay? So 95% convinced. This is statistics. Square root is what? Sample space proportion is what? This one we're going to use a binomial. 1 minus this one and over n. That is a sample size. This is increased. Margin of error is what? Decreased. When you take over here, mean value 50, standard deviation, same number, exactly, they have the same graph, exactly the same normal distribution graph over here. Mean is 650, 650. But there's a margin of error over here. If you got the mean value, there must be some error over here. This error is big. This error is small. Okay. Margin of x is what? This is greater than this one. This is x is what? Margin of is greater than this one. 50.99 is what? Greater than this one. Because what? Sample size is small. This is a more sample size. Margin of error is just getting small, right? So sample size y is greater than sample size x. That's why he got a smaller number. This is what the first questions on PSAT and SAT. Okay, so this is very weird questions, but anyway, okay, they gave these questions again. Okay, so remember, margin of error is what? If you got the more sample size, margin of error is getting decreased. Okay. And when you take algebra 2, you'll get the right margin of error with 95%. This exact number is the point, this one. But approximate we use 2, okay? But we learn this one in your algebra 2. Alright, number 28. What is the product or values of x satisfied? That is a solution or root. To make a root, this is 0, 0, 0, 0, that is 3 possible. Also to make 0, x equals 4, that is 0. The next one, x equals 1/2. The next one, x equals what? 2/3, right? They all make 0. Okay? That's when you find product of these three numbers. 4 times, 1/2 times, 2/3. This 2 is out. 4/3 is the answer, okay? The number 29, we have k/3x, that is a linear, which is this slope. Okay, Okay. But instead of a slope k over 3, they're gonna make the slope is what, between 1.6 and 1.5. What is the one possible value of k? That's right, okay. K over 3 must be greater than 1.6 but less than 1.5. Maybe you can, the method 1, you can use this one. Make right common denominator. 6, 3, 5 common denominator how much? 30, isn't it? LCD equals 30. So type 30. 1.6 is what, 5 over 30. This is times 10 times 10 is about 10k over 30. This times 3 times 6 is what, this is it. But there are common denominator cancel out. 10k is between 5 and 6. You can divide it by 10 both sides. Divided by 10 is about 5 over 10 k and 6 over 10. This is a 0.52, 0.6. Okay, you can use right any number, 0.51 or 0.55 or any numbers. Or you can use right cross multiplications. From here, that is equals to what is that? 1 over 6 less than k over 3 and k over 3 less than 1 over 5. It should be intersection. 6k times 6 times, okay, you can use right times 6 both sides. This is one is what, 2k, right? K must be greater than 1/2, which is 0.5. Times 15 both sides. That's right, 5k less than 3. So k equals to less than 0.6. So between these two and, okay, from here you can find 0.5 to 0.6. But I like this better. Number 38. So we have a satellite, Ganymede, and the Europa and the Io. Okay. I don't know what that means. So that is the hour. Okay, that's the surface area. Okay. The surface area also is about 1.1 million square meters. Europa, 3.6 is what percent? Maybe you can use this one, okay? This is surface area. Also is this one. This is a percent, isn't it? That could be percent. You can use this one or 0.6 over 52, which is what, x over 100. When you find x, that is a percent too. Okay? But I like this one. Because when you fraction, when you multiply by 100, it's going to give us the percent number, okay? So now let's find the 30.6, you have to use a calculator. And divided by 510.1, after that you multiply 100. It's going to be 4.038, which is a 4%. Okay, that's when you find the nearest the whole number. Okay, just use the data, okay? And the orbital period of Ganymede and G times as long as the orbital period of Io. Okay, G times. So 17, this one orbital period equals what? 42.66 and times G times, that's it. So we're gonna find the G, right? You can divide it by 42.46. It's gonna give us value of G over here, okay? So 171.7 and divided by 42.46. It's gonna be equals to 4. Okay, nearest integer. Okay, this one equals to 4.04, but nearest integer 4 is correct. Okay, this morning I said okay, PSAT test section 3. Okay, so during the weekend, okay, this is a very long holiday, right? So during the holiday, try to finish what section 3 and section 4 all together. Okay, so we're gonna go over next time. Okay, all right. So PSAT is not that hard. SAT also. Okay, so you guys make right 100% of math. All right. Okay. So if you guys have any questions on this work, you can email me. Okay, I'm gonna post this video on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna send out the link also. If you want to watch the watch the video, you can click. Okay, thank you. I'll see you next time.